Hey everyone, welcome to another English grammar lesson. Today we're going to be continuing our study of quotation marks in dialogue. Okay, so last time we looked at how to write lines of dialogue with the speaker tag at the beginning of the sentence. Today, we're going to be looking at how to write lines of dialogue with the speaker tag at the end. So let's throw up a basic sentence without any quotation marks and stuff and see what we're looking at. I'll be home soon, he said. All right, so you should remember from last time that the first thing that we always need to do is find the speaker tag, find the words that tell who is actually talking. And in this sentence, that would be, he said. And again, if you remember what we did last time, you remember that the next thing we've got to do is read the rest of the sentence and see if that's something that would make sense for someone to actually say. And it is. I'll be home soon is a fine, functional sentence in the English language. So what do? Well, we put quotation marks around it. This shows the reader that these words are being said out loud. So now we've got a sentence that looks like this. Quotation marks, I'll be home soon, quotation marks, he said. Now, here's the test. Do you remember what we do next? Answer is, comma. We've got to put in the comma. And that comma is supposed to separate the stuff that's being said from the actual speaker tag. And we want to put this comma inside the quotation marks. So now we have this. Now, if you remember in our last video, we talked about capitalization, like capitalizing the first word of someone's sentence. Well, if we look here, that's already been done. And we do not, I repeat, we do not have to capitalize the speaker tag unless it's at the very beginning of a sentence, or if it's a proper noun like I said or Tom said or something like that. Now, there is one rule we have to remember when it comes to speaker tags that come after a quote, and that is paying attention to what kind of quote we have. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at this. Can you come over, I asked. So of course, we got to do our usual thing here. Got to find the speaker tag, which is I asked, and we've got to read the rest of it. Got to see if it makes sense. And it does. So we get those quotation marks up. And of course, we've also got to remember our comma. But wait, what kind of sentence is this? Can you come over? What kind of sentence is that? That, my friends, is a question. So in this situation, instead of putting a comma inside the quotation marks, we want to put a question mark to show the reader that this is a question. The same thing is true for when people are shouting. Put that down, she yelled. We do our thing here. Our speaker tag is she yelled. The rest of the sentence makes sense. We put up our quotation marks, but I don't actually want a comma here. Why? Well, because this is somebody shouting. And if that's the case, I should be using an exclamation point. So let's try a few examples here. You're a great friend, she told me. Step 1, find that speaker tag. Should be, she told me. Step 2, read the rest of the sentence out loud. You're a great friend. Does that make sense to say? Yes. Yes, it does. Cool. So, get those quotation marks up. And finally, what kind of sentence is this? Is it a question? No. Is somebody yelling? I don't think so. So, we've just got to put a comma here, inside the quotation marks. Next one, are you sure you want to do that? I asked him. First step, find the speaker tag. I asked him. Step 2, read the rest. Does it make sense? Yep. So we get the quotation marks up. And finally, what kind of sentence is this? Well, this sentence is a question, so we got to get a question mark in there. Couple more. I'm not sure that's what he said. Speaker tag? Boom. He said. Now read the rest of it. Ooh. What do we got here? I'm not sure that's what? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So just like in the last video, where we talked about how not every speaker tag is going to mean someone's actually talking, we've got the same situation here. No actual dialogue in this sentence, so no quotation marks. Last one. I love you, she screamed. Okay, first, find your speaker tag. She screamed. Now, read the rest. Makes sense. So, quotation marks. And what kind of sentence is this? Well, somebody's screaming, so we should probably use an exclamation point. Cool. Well, whether you came here for a refresher or just now learning this stuff for the first time, I hope this video helped. Be sure to check out the free practice down in the description, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.